Hello there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing back-to-back episodes. Second episode is about a list. I haven't done this like in a few days. This is something you guys watch, right? So multiple fragrances in one video. I think about 13 perfumes in one video. Not quite sure. I think I got 13. So anyway, we'll see how many in the end. I'll put top 13 or something. So today's episode is a little bit different. Not freshies, not summer-based perfumes, not citruses. I'm going to talk about a little bit like a horror-inspired. These fragrances are kind of evil, okay? I'm not saying, like literally like this fragrance will, bring, like horror at your house or anything, but just for fun, I just put together, these fragrances. Hopefully you're doing good and you'll enjoy this episode. So mind you one thing, I don't remember exactly like how they exactly smell because it's been a while. And I don't even remember like some of the notes they had, but I'll just let you know in short what I get from these, okay? And some of these can be really scary. That's what I'm trying to say. So fragrances are always subjective. Always make sure you try a perfume before buying. Nothing is safe. I see so many new entrants that entered the game and always buy fragrances, like blind buy, and then they get, upset or something. So always test a fragrance if possible. So let's start first one. I'll show you a fragrance. This was a fragrance that I did not wear so much. Most of these fragrances, I cannot say I wore a lot of them. Some of them I did, like the top 3, top 5. Some of these are my top used ones, but some of these, like this one I'm going to show you. This is from House of Lattafa, I think. This is Rammad Al Oud. I forget the name even sometimes. This is a very awesome looking presentation. It's like a proper tree, trunk or whatever, the body of a tree. It has a woody texture, so you can tell this is going to have oud in it, okay, like woody experience, okay. This is not very expensive. This was gifted to me by one of my brothers, okay, in fragrance community. So I reviewed it. Maybe I decanted a little bit, I remember, maybe 5 ml or so, but if you see the juice moving inside, it's like almost full. The reason being this fragrance is actually quite interesting, okay, one thing. Second thing, this smells kind of like dark because oud is a very, like a dark note. Yeah, this is like not very, very spicy woody, but this one has some citruses up top, something sweetness up top. Maybe there's a sandalwood, there's a oud mix. But when I smell this one has some darkness to it, okay? So this is kind of fragrance in winter time. If the colder weather hits you, you can easily wear this. We do not get that much of winter anymore. But this fragrance is very, very nice, but for cold weathers, okay? So Rammad Al Oud, I'll write down the name so you can take a look at the name. Yeah, Rammad Al Oud by Lattafa. Next one, I have a very old vintage bottle that I obtained in Malaysia, like 2015 or 16, I don't remember. But this fragrance has been reformulated. The reformulated version does not smell that scary. That one is like changed in opening. But I'll show you both. This is Azarpurum, okay. Azarpurum is this is the old semi-vintage version. This is the first reform. Previous one, that one looked different. This fragrance is also very expensive now. And I saved the sprays for very special occasion. When I reviewed this some 7-8 years back, I described this as the official horror hotel, like if you live in a hotel, okay, and you get that feel of old vintage hotel, like the carpets or the vintage or how do I say, those furnitures, old classic furnitures, this smells like that. And obviously if you are fan of scary movies, you can wear this. This smells like very complex. This is a barbershop. Even if you look at the atomizer, okay, the atomizer, like the color of the juice, yeah, it kind of got into the white atomizer, right? So this fragrance has obviously a lot of things, spicy, lavender, a lot of things going on, maybe oak moss. But the new version, they made so much easier to wear. It's a barbershop also, but it's more wearable. Yeah, this one smells more orangey, okay? The opening is kind of orangey, summer vibes, but this is not very scary. This is wearable, citrus as lemon, but this thing, the citrus, whatever is in there, it's kind of vintage and kind of scary. Watch my review, you'll see. I did a long video on it. Azarpurum. I'll keep the other one here, okay? So the next one is going to be a fragrance that I never wore. And not because, I'll show you the bottle what is. This is like Azeros Decibel, okay? I think this is discontinued. I think I decanted this like few years back once, like someone took 5 or 10 ml. That's why it's missing a bit of chunk there, but this is like shape of a mic, okay, if you cannot tell, and it's like a built-in atomizer. This perfume, I think like many of the old Azaros has been taken down. So Azeros Decibel, then Azaros there's another one, the unique bottle of Dumble, it's somewhere there. And few more, Azaros Club, something, I never got those, okay? But this thing, it has a very, how do I put this? Weird, let me spray this actually. I don't remember the smell even. This was gifted by someone 7-8 years back. Oh man, regret. It smells so weird. Okay, I'll tell you, like, if you like Lolita Lempica or Masculine, this thing has a similar vibe. If you also liked CK1 Red for him, the dry down is similar to this. The opening is very challenging. It's like a candy. I think this has, what's that candy? No, right now I can't remember. This one has like what is in Lolita Lempica's Eau Masculine. So I think, what is it called? Licorice. This one is in there. But the dry down, it's like, you cannot tell if it's a sweet, if it's a fresh, if it's a dark. It's like a mix of all three. This thing I also only wore like a couple of times in some Halloween, you know, like parties or something, like, you know, the end of the year, December, when it was really cold. So I like to wear it then. It's a dark, sweet, candied kind of fragrance. Very weird. Azeros Decibel. If you find it somewhere, give it a try. You don't see this bottle everywhere now. Next one is one of the most, this is the toughest fragrance to wear for me personally, generally speaking, even more so than some of the top ones. But I never wore this. Never wore this. I just keep it out of respect. This is Jacques Bogart one-man show, and it's called Gold Edition. This, I think when I reviewed it, I said this smells like butt, you know, like literally, like, okay, that sounds weird and like kind of gross, I understand, but you know, it's very funky, it's leather, it's oud, it's dark, it's animalic, it's very, very, very rugged. I only imagine, like, if I lived in UK, like when the weather gets really, really cold, and I have like an old house, like a link house or whatever you call those, like 2-floored house with this wooden step, very cold. You can see, like, you know, you see some, you know, how to say, outside it's like kind of scary, the visibility is bad, you know, so foggy weather, this would be perfect with leather boots, you know, like jeans and heavy warm clothing. This would be perfect for that. But in general, I do not know how to wear this. Okay, I wore a lot of Bogart perfumes. This is very tough and it's like kind of scary for me. Maybe I would wear like if I watch Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that. Okay, so this is kind of scary for me. Okay, so try it if you like that potency of fragrances. This literally lasts like one whole day. One-man show, Gold Edition. Next one is not so scary, but still it's kind of unique. Nobody talks about this perfume. Nobody, apart from guys like Chad, A Gentleman's Journey, or the guys who actually are into fragrances still. This is Dunhill Desire Black, one of the most underrated perfumes from this house. Okay, this fragrance, it smells different from everything in designer game. Okay, I smelled once this perfume from Armaf or something. There was this weird bottle, and that fragrance was a dupe of Clive Christian C, right? And I forgot that Armaf one already by now. It was a V-shaped one. Okay, so this smells kind of like those. It has pepper. Okay, it has weird notes. It has some fresh notes. It has leather. It has darkness, and then I think this has a note of the green note. What is in man, you know, late night, you cannot remember everything. Like what's in, it's like medicinal note, like it's a green note, which is also in one of these upcoming perfumes. So man, let me see if I can remember. Hold on. Cypress. Before I just remember, I knew I was going to remember it. So this is like that, leather, cypress, green, fresh, and then a little bit like peppery, you know. This is the fragrance. At first when you spray it, it smells like, okay, kind of gonna be fresh, dark fragrance, but then it gets on dry down, very interesting. So this is also reserved for winter. I personally think you should give it a try. For now, 35-45 bucks. It's a very nice fragrance. Okay, it smells of quality, very long lasting. Dunhill Desire Black. Okay, let me show you one of my favorite perfumes right now. This is literally one of my most favorite perfumes. I even wear this in summer. This is I always forget the house name, not Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. This is Ahmed Al Maghribi Black Fume. Okay, so this is a take on, check out my review. I told you I can remember all the names, but this smells like a niche fragrance. Okay, Orthoparisi is what? Orthoparis is something, you know. Okay, never mind, just watch my review. Teroni. Okay, so this thing has some fruits, very intense fruits, sweet, and then goes dark like lava. Okay, and it's very mysterious. The longevity of this stuff will literally like is it bamboozle? No, it will like totally blow your mind. Like, for this price, what you get, this is a gem of a perfume. This is my top 5 Ahmed Al Maghribi fragrances. Okay, right now, even the more expensive ones, I don't reach for it. This is very beautiful. Okay, like the color of the bottle. basically. Okay, if you cannot afford Teroni, try this. Okay, very good fragrance. I would say this fits this video. So now we have about 7 left. Let's see what you get. This is the other fragrance which has the note of cypress, Encre Noir by Lalique. This fragrance, I will be honest with you, I did not wear so much in my journey. I wore rather the extreme version, as well as what's the other one? Sport, Lalique, Encre Noir Sport, but this thing is very dark. This thing is gothic, and I cannot think of any other occasion but funerals, as the reviewers said, and the reviewers made me buy this in 2015, okay, when I started my journey. I was so interested in this, like, what is a $35 fragrance offer so much that people call this a niche quality and one of the best perfumes ever? When I discovered this, I bought so many more Laliques, okay? Lalique is a top brand that people don't appreciate as much. This fragrance is dark, you know, it has vetiver, I think it has inky vetiver. The cypress is woody. Just trust me on this. This one, don't sleep on it. It's a great perfume. When this is going to be discontinued, people will sell this for $200, $300. Encre Noir by Lalique. Next one, let's move quickly, is Steven's Perfume House, okay? Redolessence, dear friend, dear brother, fellow fragrance community, fellow fragrance reviewer now, but he is one of my inspiration to do the work. And I always used to watch all his reviews when I was getting into the game. Redolessence now, for me, is a little bit changed. He's more cool, but I miss the old like Redolessence, like his channel. One of the most professional, good-looking guys. I call him Clark Kent, right? So this is one of the fragrances. He sent me like 4 or 5 from his collection and all the samples. This is from the Oud line, this Oud Luxuria, okay? This fragrance, I am not remembering like what this one was similar to, but something like in the surge of Oud line, you know, Oud stars. Not Alexandria too. This is like really dark. So this fragrance, I don't remember what is the inspiration, but this is very dark. One spray literally lasts you 16-17 hours. So the quality of these fragrances are very good. So this is the luxurious line. So yeah, Navitus Parfums, okay? This is called Oud Luxuria. Check out my review on this, then you see it's like color of the bottle, okay? It reminds me some of the dark Mancera Oud fragrances, okay? Opulent, dark, woody, and not much of rose, but this fragrance is very deep, okay? Like the color, it goes from a little bit brown, it goes all the way to dark. It smells like this. So if you like oud, try this Oud Luxuria by Navitus Parfums. Not many people have it, okay? So I don't know if it's still available. Next one is the Scent of the Night. When I think around 12:30 I applied it. This is Burning Barbershop, okay? And DS and Durga, okay? This fragrance, man, there's nothing like this. This smells like dhoop, okay? It's like incense that people burn outside temples, you know? Smells holy smokes. If you watch that movie of, oh man, here goes the brain fade. Kate Winslet movie, Holy Smoke, okay? If you like Rose, you know, in Titanic, that's the same lady. I love Rose. So Kate Winslet was in that movie. This smells like that film, okay? Very weird, very spiritual, and very, man, literally this is like more of an artistic perfume rather than regular wearing. It's a barbershop fragrance, but the dhoop note, that incense, if you didn't smell it, this house, I want to buy at least 5 fragrances from this house, but the price have gone high. Amber Kiso, I really want to try it. Radio Bombay. Then they have few more. There's a vetiver one I reviewed, but this is top-notch quality. It has honey also, I think. Burning Barbershop by DS and Durga. Smells scary. Next one of the scariest fragrance in fragrance game. Matches my attire today. All white, but this is Devil's Juice, okay? This is Kouros. One of the fragrances made by men, I don't know, for men. For those people who don't care for people's opinion, you just make a statement, that's it. Kouros is like, people call it the urinal joint, you know, that smell, so you can understand, like. So this one has white florals, the clean part. Other side it has some, you know, that funk, okay? Only when you wear it, you know what Kouros is. I'm not going to speak so much about it. I used to wear this a lot, okay? One of the most scary fragrances, yet powerful. Now sadly discontinued. If you can get a vintage, get it. If you can't get a vintage, at least get one bottle, you know, just to experience once. YSL Kouros. Top 3, all top-notch fragrances. Number 3 is this fragrance, my favorite, Hawas. Hawas Fire. Some of you asked me, like, if this or the Hawas Black, which one is my favorite? They're 2 different fragrances. Hawas Black I wear in summer because that smells like oak moss, smells like Hachivat old batches, more fresh, fruity pineapple, blonde style, but this thing in winter, man, mad compliments. People smell this, they can track you down from 1 kilometer. Not literally, but you know, from far people can smell the sillage of this. Okay, Hawas Fire, it's like they say it's similar to something valley. What is that valley? Man, I forgot. Anyway, so this thing has fruits, like kind of like a smoky oud, spicy thing going on, but the dry down, it is very smoky. If you actually enjoyed red tobacco by Mancera, you'll enjoy this. Okay, what valley is this? Something like Imperial Valley by Gisa, I think. Yeah, Gisa. They said this is the inspiration. I have like 3 fragrances I reviewed like similar DNA, but this is my favorite. Lasts forever. But Hawas Fire, check. Okay, do not blind buy. Number 2 and number 1, 2 of my favorite dark fragrances. Number 2 is Black Orchid, one of the most mysterious perfumes ever created by Tom Ford. He is very proud of this fragrance, and I got this like long time back. My story with this, someone told me, you know, like 2017, that he bought this fragrance for very cheap and he was addicted to this and he keep buying it. So I think the guy's name was Nabil. We don't keep in touch no more, but he was the reason when I knew about it and I hunted it down. Man, there is nothing like this. Okay, Tom Ford's old days fragrances, they have some fragrances, man, they are like literally, like you cannot compare them with anything else. They did not draw, you know, inspiration from anywhere, but such a posh fragrance. This was built for women, but I love this so much more. Black Orchid definitely is a scary fragrance, but if you know the right occasion to wear it, man, this will rock. Now finish with number 1, official Devil Juice. It's not Rasasi Shura. This is my favorite from Philipp Plein, the skull. One of my, you know, I would say prized collection. Okay, this is very expensive, $350. Okay, so why is this expensive? I don't know, because the bottle, I guess, and the whole presentation. Check out my review. So this is more amped up version of Philipp Plein No Limits. Like they literally put 3 to 4 bottles of it in this one bottle. Okay, this reminds me of Gucci Guilty Absolute, which I sold off. That one is more scary than this, but this thing, the eternal longevity, this stuff performs like a dream. Like in winter, if you want to wear something that will last from morning to evening, this is it. Okay, so this one has spices. I think there's woody, oud, whatever, kind of sweet at the same time, but it's a spicy fragrance, leather, you know, maybe tobacco. But I would say gothic wise, this is like number 1. Okay, Philipp Plein, either No Limits or the skull, whatever you like. Okay, so that's number 1. Thank you so much for watching. See if we can squeeze in morning thoughts and then we'll be done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. Love you all and take care. Bye bye.